Hey, this is Gina, and this is a quick tutorial on how to add videos and images to a Google form. And so what I have here is a simple Google form that I've created for the senior graduating class, and they're voting on what they want their flowers to be for graduation and what they want their class song to be. And I think it'd be really great if they could actually see the flower choices and they could actually hear the songs choices. And so I'd like to add in some multimedia type elements to this form so they can do that. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at this first question where it says, what do you want for flowers for graduation? The two options are Stargazer Lily and Purple Rose. And so I want to find those two flowers and bring them in. And so I'm going to add an item to this form. And I'm going to go in here to image, and I'm going to search in Google for an image. I have some other options here. I could take a snapshot with my webcam. I could search by URL. I could look at the albums that I have in Google Plus, or I could grab out of my Google Drive. But I'm just going to do a Google search for Stargazer Lily. And here I found one that is sufficient, so I'm going to click on that and make sure that this blue check mark is selected, and then I'm going to hit select. And so that's going to bring that in here in a second. And there it comes. Just taking a little bit of time. And so I'm going to rename this Stargazer Lily. And the image is a bit big right now, and so I'm actually going to make it a little smaller. And I want to make sure that it is in the right spot, meaning that I want it to be up before the question that asks about the flowers. So I'm just going to take that and drag it up to the top. Drag it up again. Okay, I'll just drag this one down. And so that's a real easy way for you to switch around the order of your questions. I'm going to then add another item and go into image again, but this time search for a purple rose. And this one looks good, so I'm going to select that. And then you can see it's going to come up here in just a second. Process this through. I'm going to say purple rose at the top. Again, I want to make my image a little smaller. Comes in a little bit too big. And that looks good. I'm going to hit done. And I want to move that up again to the top underneath the Stargazer Lily. And so I'll just move it up. There we go. And so now we have those two images right before the question about what do you want as your flower for graduation. I'm going to add another item and actually split this form up a little bit so it's a two-page form. And so I'm going to go into Insert and add a page break here. And we're going to call the next page Class Song. Hit done. I'm actually going to move that up here underneath the question for the flower. And so here you see this will be the second question. Which one of these songs do you want? And I want the kids to be able to hear these songs so they actually know what they say and have a good idea of what they're selecting. And so I'm going to go into add an item, pick this pull down menu again and go into video. And then I'm going to go and search in YouTube. Now this is my only option for video as of right now, and I'm going to search for Touch of Grey by the Grateful Dead. Ooh, not great. There we go. Let's see. And I watch these videos ahead of time, and I believe that let's see. I think I looked for one with lyrics actually. Yeah, this one. So I'm going to bring that one. And so I'm going to go in here to video title. I'm just going to name it first and then hit done, and it'll let me move things around. And we'll call this Touch of Grey. and it's the Grateful Dead. Hit done. And then I'm going to move the song down below. There we go. And I'm going to add another item. And so I'm going to go in here and add video. And the other song that they chose was Keep on Rocking in the Free World. And we're going to take this first one and bring that in. Okay, and we'll call this Keep on Rockin' in the Free World. It's Neil Young. And then we'll go ahead and hit done, and we'll actually bring this video up right below Touch of Grey, and so the kids will go through and watch the videos and then select their song. Okay. One thing to keep in mind if you are actually going to use this for graduation, requiring login to view the form is important, and then also collecting their username as they fill out the form is good too. That way you can weed out any people that might have voted 10 times for Touch of Grey and they were only allowed to vote once. Okay, so let's take a look at what this form looks like in the live version. And so I'm going to go into View Live Form. And so then the first thing that is going to be asked of me is to look at these two flowers and then select one, Stargazer Lily. I'm going to continue. And then listen to the two songs and decide which one I want to have as my class song. And so maybe this first one, I'll play it right in here. I'll have to go through an annoying video, but I can skip that or add. And that's good. And so then I could listen to both songs and make my selection. Hit submit. And then I don't have that option to submit another response, so I don't have that temptation to do it over and over and over again. And if I go back to my form, the editing side, and look at the responses, all my information is there. So this was just a quick tutorial on how to add images, how to add video, and also how to add a page break into a Google form. Hope you have a great day.